Action.
Hey gang, how you doing? I'm here from Dave Darlington's Bass Hit Studio, and it's August 27th, 2020. I'm a little tired. Was up at 4:30 a.m. this morning, finalizing everything. I basically mixed this record. I spent a couple weeks and really, dug in and got the sounds that I wanted. Let me give you a little overview of this record. Basically, what we're trying to do is see what the intersection between the influences of R&B and salsa and Latin jazz and Afro-Cuban music, where they lie. There's a lot of intersection there. In the end, they do really come from the same place, don't they? But this record is about really celebrating the R&B styles I love from a specific decade. That would be the 70s, mid-70s, late 70s, early 80s. Right up around there is a lot of music that I absolutely love. Roberta Flack and Luther Vandross and Earth, Wind & Fire, of course, and so many more. Also, the kind of like the top 40 sound, that Hall & Oates exhibited, Steely Dan, I'm a big fan of all those bands. So the thing with this album really was to see where they came together. Mia is all about the love that you've been with, that you didn't realize was the love of your life, and she had been there all along, and then you realize that fact. And that's basically the story of Mia. The mambo section actually uses the chord sequence from Earth, Wind & Fire, Can't Hide Love. The whole outro section. So it's so if you sing that lick with the track at the mambo, you'll be right in line. El círculo de fuego. Track 3 is a little thing I called Gillilude, and you'll notice on the record everything plays from beginning to end seamlessly, and I composed it that way. I actually composed the songs in the order that they appear on the record. So this one's called Gillilude.
I'm ready. Action.
All right, next up is... No problem.
Yeah, number 5, yeah.
That sounded good. That's song number 5, actually. Number 4 is a song I call Clarity, and Clarity is really, it's about the point in your life when you're like, I'm done with the BS. I'm ready to really move forward and do the things that I love doing.
A sense of freedom lurking everywhere.
Respuesta. Acción.
Buenas, mi nombre es Luisito Quintero. Bueno, estoy aquí, estamos grabando. Esta es la tercera producción que hago con mi hermano Beavers. Esta producción que está quedando de maravilla, con muchos invitados, muchos músicos internacionales que trabajan con muchos jazzistas, muchas orquestas de jazz, la gente de Spanish Harlem, y de verdad que para mí es un placer, ¿no? A pesar de que estamos en cuarentena, pero bueno, verdad que la pasamos divinamente hoy. Esperen este proyecto que está súper buenísimo, ok, se lo dice su amigo Luisito Quintero.
Really digging on Roy Ayers kind of while I was cooking my dinner at night, and I really loved a couple of these songs. Of course everybody loves The Sunshine is one of them. So I used a bunch of his chordal progressions from different songs, and I think you'll like Searching, and there's a couple different ones in there. So we mash all those up. We have our I composed a melody for it. This is the one I composed the lyrics for. It's a thing I called Sunshine. This is just a fun thing to write.
Just because it's different, you know what I mean? There may be some ideas that the people are not ready for, but that's okay. You know, some of the baddest bands, you know, they had music that was like they were trying out, and I think we're figuring out a sound of how to make this, how to transform the traditional sense of Latin music, of salsa and Afro-Cuban music, and combining it with these American elements.
And that leads us to our final song, Ride. I needed a barn-burning, crazy, just ripping song, and that's Ride. When I composed this, I was checking a lot of Chic out. It's a lot of disco, a lot of Bernard Edwards, Nile Rodgers, that type, Sister Sledge, that type of thing. And I'm like, hey, why not? Again, the key for the stuff was the Mozambique. Right, it was working the Mozambique, in which opened the door for like just straight backbeat with the R&B rhythm, right? So that's the idea with Ride, you know. And this one, I actually got up from a dream, and I heard the riff, and then I'm in my underwear, and I just, I run to the book. I'm like, I had to write that down, you know. So it's that's the whole thing, you know. I based the song off of that. This one took a minute to write because it's something just totally different, but it was a lot of fun. This one features Ada Dyer on the vocal. We have a horn section, like a kind of a funk horn section, two trumpets, alto sax, trombone doing hard stuff again, surprise, and then we actually have a trombone choir kind of as a pad, like a synth pad, but actually people. I mean, we had the kitchen sink on this one. It's a lot of fun. You'll hear some Chic in there. You'll hear all new original lyric by Walter Parks. Ada sings it amazingly. And with that, we take the mic and we drop it on soul.
The weight of the systems on our shoulders. We're changing the rhythm, riding over. When settling down only takes an hour. We need to listen, riding over. As sure as fate, the sky will open. And if it should rain, what we're after will ride us down the road.
Pimp hat and some bell bottoms.
A white cane.